Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video here on the channel today, and we have some more menu grind to discuss. Now, as I've said, this year on the channel for FC25, I'm going to be talking to you about how to grind the menus and how to make coins. And now we have the ever-awaited League SBCs, the same as last year. So the grind is fairly similar, however there are some differences this time around. If we go to upgrades, we will find them here, and I'm going to want to have that one as well. So the first thing I want to say is that I'm not going to make this video all too long, because the grind is very the same as last year. However, for anyone new to League SBC grind, the first thing I want to tell you is that the League SBC grind is not on its sole purpose to make you coins, because it may not make you any coins. It costs. There are ways you can do it where it doesn't cost, and I will discuss those. Well, no, it will cost. Either way, you will need coins to do this. This isn't something that you can do for free, and it won't make you liquid coins. The way I see the League SBCs and how to do those is that it's giving you fodder. It's achieving fodder for less than you'd have to buy it for with coins. That is the whole idea of the grind. So, let's nevertheless go into it and see what we got. So we got the same as last year, the Mixed League SBCs, with the SUD and Lib. We got the BKT, Bundesliga 2, the League 2 BKT, La Liga High Promotion, and the MLS EFL Championship. And then we have the Premium League SBCs, which is the same, the Liga Eredivisie, Lib Sud, Bundesliga Serie A, Prem League, La Liga. Now, the one change that's changing or made this a little bit more tricky than last year is that top section here, the Libertadores and Sudamericana. Why is it different this year? Well, I'll explain. This year, the Sudamericana and Libertadores do not have their own version of the cards. Now, if I'm not wrong, and I don't think I am, I'm pretty sure that the Lib and Sud cards from FC24 came out as rares and non-rares, but had their own card type. This year, they are just gold rare, gold non-rare, silver rare, non-silver rare, bronze rare, non-bronze rare. Or bronze non-rare, I should say. So, naturally yesterday, when the SBC came out, the Libertadores and Sudamerica golds and silvers flew on the market. They absolutely went crazy. Meaning that the section for that part of the SBC is very, very expensive. Crazy expensive, in fact. It's coming in at about like 20, 30, almost 40,000 coins. I can't remember the last price I saw on Futbin. I will have a look on it. Futbin isn't always accurate, but Futbin currently quotes the Premium Mixed League upgrade at 48,000 coins to complete, with that section costing 33,000 coins, which is obviously a lot of money to run. Now, with the League SBC grind, the best way we like to do it is just by running the Premium Mixed League upgrade. Just by doing it over and over and over and over and over and over and over, getting the best packs, fantastic. However, when that is coming in at one section for 33,000 coins, for me, that is way too much. You know, for me to have to make 33,000 coins a run is going to be expensive. So, we're going to have to tackle things a little bit differently, depending on your time. Now, I'm going to give you a time-effective way. I'll give you a cost-effective way. So, let's get into it. First of all, for how I'm topping up my coins. You will see how I'm topping up my coins. I'm topping up my coins this way. I'm doing my silver bidding. I'm doing my silver bidding on Eredivisie cards. I'm doing my silver bidding on Ligue 1 cards. I'm doing my silver bidding on Libertadores cards. I'm doing my silver bidding on Sudamericana cards, and they are selling. They are selling. Now, we're recording this on a Thursday. We know what comes out Thursday. It's the marquee matchups. What does that do? It brings us tradable cards onto the market, both silvers and golds. So it may also give us an investment opportunity. If you look at the prices of Sudamericana Libertadores golds before that comes out and after that comes out, maybe there's an investment opportunity there. Maybe you want to go on at 6:30 when, you know, people have gone through the League SBC, or not League SBCs, the marquee matchups and completed them. Maybe you then want to go on and try and pick up some of the golds for cheaper, so you can get her through a few runs done with the Premium League mixed upgrade. But we'll get onto that in a moment. We'll clear all of that. So that's the first thing, how I'm making coins. I think it's very important to make coins so you can keep at least not losing too many coins per cycle. But what we want to do then is we want to, for the grind, the one we want to be completing to go into the Premium Mixed League upgrade at the moment is the Mixed Leagues upgrade. Now, you'll be able to get a lot of these done for fairly cheap. The overall 60 rated on the Lib and Sudamericana, you'll be able to pick up those cards for 150 coins each. Easily. If you go to bronze, you go to the Libertadores, you will see that there are still plenty of cards on the market for 200 coins. Not as many, but there are some there for 200 coins, and you can get the correct positions. You will be able to get the correct positions. It might take you a little bit of time, but you'll be able to get the correct positions. That might not be giving me an accurate reading there. I want to just go over to the transfer market and to show you this way. So we go bronze, and we go to the Libertadores. If you do a search, you will see you'll be able to pick up a lot of cards on 150 coin bids. A lot of cards you'll be able to pick up for 150 coins. So what you might want to do is just go and bid on 50 of these cards. Go and bid on 50 of them at 150 coins. Stock yourself up. You can do a few runs then. Obviously, you're going to need cards for positions. You have to watch out for your rating. You know, you don't want to be bidding on all 58 rated cards because you're not going to get your 60 chemistry. But for that section, you can easily go and bid. Now, you'll probably know what the League SBCs are. I don't need to show you. The next section for the BKT and second Bundesliga, you need a 62 rated card. You need a 62 rated squad rating. The same club, 1. So again, you can probably go and get those on bid as well for that cheap. Now, what you might want to do there is you might want to go and get yourself a silver, just to bring your rating up. However, there's a lot of cards on the market here that you can probably get. I don't know how much the silvers are on the market for the BKT. You can probably get them on bid at 150, 200 coins. They're there. You know, it's going to be fairly cheap to do. But the idea is, to sum it up properly, is that you want to get the mixed, or just the mixed league done. You want to rinse that as many times as you can for as cheap as possible. You know, the solutions is very much going to depend on what you've got in your club, etc, etc, etc. But the idea is you want to go and complete that as many times. Now, I'm not going to do that right now. Although I could do it. I haven't got any cards and I can probably do it. So let's say that we've done it. So let's just go through here and let's just fill this in. And you'd have to just rinse and repeat this. Okay, you're going to rinse and repeat it. So I'm going to go and put all these done. So let's go and quickly do this. I'll show you what I'm doing. Now, I've been doing bronze pack method for over a month now. So I have got a lot of cards in my club here that I can put into this. A boatload of clubs. A boatload of cards that I can throw into this. Just got to make sure they are all different teams. Again, I would alternate between with this one. Sud, lib on each completion. Just to make sure that you're completing it. But this is what we will do. We will go through with the bronzes, and we'll just complete it like this. You just got to make sure that you're putting the different clubs in. Once you've got that 10 chemistry, you got your 5 players. Players from so this is different actually. So you need 6 players. I didn't realize this. You need 6 players from one club. Okay, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. We can easily fulfill that. We'll just go to each of the clubs here and see which ones we've got cards from. SC, no. We got 3 there. Botafogo, none there. Corbrizal, there we go. So we can use these. So we'll pop all these in. So again, that's something that you have to be aware of when buying your cards. You need 6 from the same club. Not only do you need your rating, you need the 6 from the same club. Once you've got your 6 from the same club, you're pretty much home and dry. That should be the 6. Nope, we've only got 5. Oh dear, oh dear. That's awkward. Do we have a silver? Yep. Do you know what? I wouldn't recommend doing this, but for the purpose of the video, so I don't have to go out and buy it, I will use a silver. Don't do that. You should only be completing that with bronzes. Obviously, if you're doing your bronze pack method with this as well on top of this, you're going to get a few of these cards to keep putting into the SBC. But in return there, we get a small prime silver players pack. We won't look at the packs yet. We'll get to the packs in a moment. Let's go to the Serie BKT and the Bundesliga 2. I'm probably going to use the BKT here. I don't know how many cards I have from the BKT. I've got a fair few. You just need 1 from each club, and you need a 62 overall. You might want to you could put in a silver to bring that up. You know, you could put in a silver to bring it up. Ideally, I'd like to use an untradeable silver. So let's use someone like Leguma. You can put in a silver to get that up. It's okay. You could probably do it with bronzes, if I'm being honest. You could do it with bronzes. It's doable with the bronzes. I just need to get my notes up here actually. I've got them on my phone. Bear with me, 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 bear with me. Here we go. So with this one you do need some rares. You do need 2 rare players. So that's very important as well. But you'll be able to get these on bid. You know, if you bid on enough of them, you'll be able to get them on bid. Again, maybe you want to bid on 30 or 40 of the silvers. And you'll pick up a few for 150 and you can use that in there. But yeah, I mean, it's a 62 team overall. You're just going to want to make sure that you've got enough. That's the one thing that you need to make sure of when you're building these clubs. Not these clubs. When you're building these squads, you want to make sure that you're hitting the rating overall. Otherwise, it's a bit dumb for you. So let's go and fill these in. We need the rares, so we'll use Sposito. Again, these are all stuff that I've got from the League SBC grind. So I'll be able to do a few cycles for absolutely nothing, which is fantastic. Again, I can use that card, but I will have to change the goalkeeper out. And this is something you have to do. You know, you've got to make sure that you're getting the different clubs. But, you know, you'll work your way through it. So, again, I'd like to not use too many rares where I can. Where I can avoid doing so. But as you can see, I'd have a few runs there at that. And then I'll just go through and fill this in with the lowest rated as possible, really. We don't care about that. We just need different clubs. So I look at someone like Yezvanak. He hasn't got the position that I need. He can go in. We got a Frosinone player there. We don't have that, so he can go in. We got... I'd quite like the centre back actually. We got that club. No, we don't have that club, so he can go in. I don't have an abundance of these cards in my club, but I've got enough. I've got enough for right now. We've already got that club, so we can't have that. And of course, you could mix and match. You know, you could get your chemistry of one and then random with the other, and then vice versa. You know, you don't have to put all of the same league in the same one. For me, it's just easier to do that. Just so I know what I've done. Ideally, I'd like to not put a rare in there. Do we have that club? Yes, we do. Do we have that club? Yes, we do. Do we have that club? No, we don't. So I think that'll be enough for that one. Nope, we've got a duplicate club somewhere. Where is it? It is Sampdoria. Okay, we're going to have to change the keeper out. Gonna have to change the goalkeeper out. We can use Zagozny. Yes, we can. And that gives us a 62 there. You know, so you're looking at that. You've got your silver, and then you've just plugged a few more in. If I can get a cheap silver, I will use a cheap silver. You know, because it's just going to help me use some lower rated cards. So, you know, for me, I've got quite a few coins, not at the moment because they're invested, but I've got quite a few coins, so I can afford to do that. So in return for that, we get a tradable small Electrum Players Pack, which is always nice to see. We're then in the League 2, or La Liga High Promotion. So I'm always going for the left team first. I'm going to go with the League 2. It needs a 68 team overall. So this is without the bronzes now. It's about the bronzes. Now with this, not well, you can use some bronzes. But with this one, you might not go into the League 2 all too much because you're going to want the golds to bring the rating up. Okay, you want the golds to bring the rating up. However, I don't think there's any golds playing. Well, there's a few golds playing in the League 2. You know, so if you can find them on bid for pretty cheap, which they're not at the moment, but if they're there, you can get them. There is more from the high promotion. There is more from the high promotion. If we go to La Liga 2, there's more options, okay? There's a lot more options, so these guys are going to be cheaper. As you can see, well, actually, no, they look like they're incredibly high in price at the moment, but it's okay. If you have to buy a couple, it's not too bad. Let me footbin the price for you, just so we know where we're standing at the moment. If we go leagues, we're looking for La Liga High Promotion, and we're going to go rarity to gold. And then we flick the price. The cheapest at the moment, you know, there's some cards there that are cheap. There are some cheaper, there's some cheaper cards here. I don't know why the Lucas Perez is so expensive. Maybe you'd be better getting the goalkeeper. There we go. De Toro is cheap. So you can get the cheap golds, and then you just want to get your bronzes, really. If you get your golds, you'll be able to put them in. Again, you want to stick to the 60 rated plus. You want to stick to your 60 rated plus. That's what you want. So let me fill this one in. I don't know if I actually have any golds from the high promotion here. I might need to buy some. No, I've got some in. So we'll go for 3 of these bad boys. These can go in here. Again, if you can get the higher rated ones on bid, even better. Means that you don't have to spend so much on the... Oops, we can't do that, because we now have 2 of those, so we can't do that. Again, got to be careful for those that club requirement can catch you out. And I don't have 3 from a different club, so I'm actually going to have to buy a player here, which I didn't plan on doing. But we're going to have to go and buy one. Let's see. Maybe this Azuni would be favourable here. He's very, very cheap. Now, I'm going to be a bit naughty here. I'm just going to buy him for his cheapest buy now at 400. You shouldn't do that. You should be bidding on the cards, really. What you should be doing is going max price 300. And then just placing a bid on one. Is what you should be doing. Obviously, for the demonstration purposes of the video, I'm not going to, but where you can bid on something and save yourself some coins, do it. But for demonstration purposes, he's going to go in there, and we have our 3 golds. Then we just need to fill in with some rare bronzes, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Why did you not do it all with silvers? Because it'd end up more expensive. So I'm going to actually go over to the League Sbc and go with bronze. Preferably players in my club, please, EA. And I'm just going to fill these in. I need 2 rares, so that's fine. I can use Say Do, and I'll go with Diaz. There's my rares, and then I just need to fill in the rest of the team. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So let's fill in the rest of these. Make sure that we're not using duplicate clubs. Of course, if I can use a rarer club at any point, I will. So that's those filled in. We need the 10 chemistry, so we'll have to get another one of these somewhere. We'll go for Mizu Sacco. He gets our chemistry. And then we can just fill in all the random spots. So if we just go to low high, we're just looking for clubs that don't have. We've got Troy's. We could go for this one here. Yes, we can. We could go for Bonnet. Yes, we can. And we can go for this guy here. Yes, we can. So that's actually not even given us high enough rating. And we've duplicated our club somewhere. I've made a mistake. It's that centre mid. So we need a higher rated centre mid here. Could I use Ngom? He's not high enough rated either. Thomas at 64 rated is high enough. Mohammed is high enough. Yeah, so that's what I mean. You have to be careful with your silvers there. As you notice there, I've used quite a few 60s, and you're going to need some 62, 63. So you need to be careful there, unless you want to pick up another bronze. But you should be able to get these all for fairly cheap on the market anyway. This guy, you can pick him up for 200 coins, 150 on bid if you're patient. Are you going to be patient for the sake of 2,000 coins a run? Well, probably, yes, you will be. Because you're going to be going through and bidding on all these players. So, you might do mass bids. You might do mass bids on these type of players. Rather than going through and just buying one of each, doing the squad, moving on, doing the squad, moving on, I would probably just go and bid on 50 League Sbc or high promotion bronzes. I'd go and put a 150 bid on 50 of them, and then move on to the next league in need, and move on to the next league in need, and then I can do a few runs rather than having to keep coming back to it time and time again. That's what makes it a bit laborious, having to submit and bid. Just get your bids done, get loads of players ready to go, and then throw them in. And then you can do 2 or 3 runs at a time. So we get a premium gold pack back for that. We've got the MLS and EFL here as well. Again, you want a 74 team rating here, so gonna be tricky. You're gonna want some of the higher MLS cards here, I think. You're gonna want some of the higher MLS cards. Just having a look at my notes here. What have I got? You're gonna want some silvers. You're gonna want some bronzes. So let's take a look at the MLS. Let's see what prices are here. Now this is what you're going to be cycling, remember, so this is all very important. You want the rare golds, really. You want the rare golds, so you don't have to buy the rare bronzes or rare silvers. So, concepts on. There are plenty of golds that you can get. Higher rated as possible, preferably. So you want the Suarez, you want the Acostas, you want the Busquets, you want the Buangas, maybe the Harvey Mukhtar, maybe not. I've got all 4 of these, but you see their price on here, they're worth nothing. You can easily pick them up on 600 bid each. All 4 of those, 600 bid each is fine. But you only need 3. But ideally, you put the highest 3 in each time. You go with Suarez, you go with Acosta, and you go with Busquets. So maybe when you're bidding on those, go and bid on 5 each, so you've got them ready to go. Then we're going to want the rares, because we need rare cards. And obviously, oh, we can't have that actually. You can't do that. You can't do Busquets and Suarez. So you take, maybe not, you don't have Busquets because it's the max per one club. So you don't do that. You can't really do that with the championship either. Because it just doesn't have the rating of the cards. If you go to the championship, there's only Dan James. Even if you don't have the rares, there just really isn't that many there. So you're not going to bother with that because then you're going to want silver rares and that starts bringing up the price. So we'll go for that. We'll go for that. You're then going to want some bronze rares. You're going to want some bronze rares. So let's get the bronze rares. And now remember, you've got to get a 64 team rated here. And we want some rares. So I've probably already got some. But for example's sake, we will go and have a look. Again, you could keep the MLS golds and then go for the championship silvers. But to get the chemistry, I think you want to get your chemistry to the MLS and then you can go either or. But we'll go MLS here. And again, I don't want this video to be too long. I'm just checking how long we're at. We're at 26 minutes. Eek. We might just cut this bit out. Although it's important that you see me doing it so you can see the process. So I'm not going to do that. We're going to go to MLS. And we're going to go to rare bronze. We're going to see if there's any there at 200 coins. There is plenty here at 200 coins. All you want to do is pick up the ones that are highest rated. There's plenty of them on the market. 150 coins. I'm not going to do that because I've been good and I've been doing my League Sbcs and I've been storing everything in the club. So you'll see we have a lot of MLS cards that I can do this with. If I go to bronze, ta-da, I've got loads, an abundance of these cards. So I will go with Bunbury and I will go with Stroud. Now you're going to want a good few here. I'd go with 3. I'd take a nice round number of 3. So you go Bunbury in there. Going to go for your Stroud. And you're going to go for that there. And there's your chemistry. You've got your chemistry now. So now you just need your rating. You need your rating. The silvers, we're going to want to bid on. We're going to want to bid on the silvers. You need your silvers. Now, obviously, at the moment, your 200 coin silvers aren't very high. But again, we're going to have silvers here for both. So I'm going to show you what sort of rating that you'll need to get this up. So let's go to silver. We've got silvers. I don't mind sending some of them. There are some that I'd rather not send. So I'd rather go for that, possibly that. We need 5. So let's go for the... Oh, I'd rather not go for him. Let's go for that. So we've got all these here at 71 rated. Let's see if this will be... Oh, we can't do that. We have to be careful because of clubs as well here. Got to be careful. Got to be careful. Can't be sharing clubs. There's a lot of clubs in MLS though, so that is handy. We've got our chemistry, so we don't really care too much about that. I'll go for Wolf. Have I got that club? No, I don't. We'll go for him. So that just about gets it, and that's with 71s. Now, for example's sake, let's actually put in maybe some lower ones. If you go for some 68s, Risa, Moyle, Matan, let's say. You throw a couple of 78s in there, things maybe aren't looking so healthy. I could put him in there. I just missed a phone call. Whoops. Now, you see, look at that. You put in a 68, 2 68s and a couple of 71s, and you're down in rating. You're down in rating, so that's bad. That's very bad. I'm probably going to get a message left now. I'll read that in a moment. But there you go. So you're you got to be careful for your squad ratings. You know, if you can get... I have to call that back in a moment. If you can get your rating up, you want to be bidding on the highest possible. I'm blabbering. You've completed it. You've completed it. I probably didn't have to show you that, and I might actually cut that stage out of the video. But we've completed the SBCs. We complete the SBCs for as cheap as we can. I won't cut out the video because the next part is very quick what you want to do. So, what I then want to do is I want to go and open the packs. Okay, we're going to go and open the packs. So, we've got 2 tradables here. So, let's get the tradables open first. Now, when you're opening these tradables, you've got to think about what cards you need and what cards you're not going to need. And this is how you're going to make some of the coins back. So I'm looking here, we've got an MLS player there, great. Premier League player there, am I really going to need a 71 rated Premier League player when I'm getting golds? No, I'm not. So I'm not going to keep him. So I'm going to look and I'm going to go Sangare. Is he selling on the market? Do I want to take the 250 coins? Or do I want to put him into an upgrade in a chance? Well, I can't take 250 coins because he's a rare. So he's flat out probably not going to sell at 300, if I'm honest. He's probably not going to sell at 300. So then you've got a choice. Do you want to sell it for the 300 coins? Try to. Or do you want to keep it and put it into a silver upgrade? It's up to you. I'll leave that choice up to you. For me, because I've got a lot of coins, I'll probably keep that one. MLS we're going to keep. We've got Malinov here who is at 200 coins again. I'm probably not going to sell him. I'll keep him, and there's a reason why. Bajan, again, isn't selling. So, again, I'll just keep him. And you could sell these to make some coins back. Don't get me wrong, and it's all up to you. But for me, I'd rather keep them for another part, and I'll show you that in a moment. Then we got Keita here, who, again, is at discard value. So, he's a duplicate, though, so I will list him up on the market if he's dupe. And then I've got Traore here, Premier League player. He's at 300 coins. So I'll see if I can get rid of him. But the rest, I'm just going to store into the club. And we move on to the next part. So we've got the small election players pack next. Where we get, I think that's 3 golds, 3 silvers in there. So we get Denayer there. So here we go. So this is where we're starting to get our gold. So Dan Burn, good. League SBC gold. Fantastic. Broccolo, Turkish League. Don't need to use him. He will just go into the club. Lucy will go into the club. Now, what you do with the off-league golds, I'll give you your options in a moment. We've got Denayer here, who again is Saudi League. He's really not selling for much. So again, I'm probably just going to keep him because I'm making coins other way. If you're not making coins another way, you might want to just hold on. You might want to sell these. But for me, I know I'm making coins another way. I would recommend to make coins another way with the silver bidding to top yourself up with doing this. So you can keep the silvers. But you can keep or sell based on your budget. You know, it's very much tailoring the grind to yourself. But if I had any tradable silvers there that were selling, I know I'm not going to need silvers unless they're from the Sudan Lib or any of the other leagues that we've just done. If it's Prem League, you know, Ligue 1, Eredivisie, any of the other top 5 leagues, I don't need them. So I can just sell them because we'll get the gold. So that all goes into the club. We then go to the next pack. That's the premium gold pack. We get something of relevance in here, which is nice. Is that going to be a Dumfries 82? That's not bad. 3 League SBC players in here. All Prem, 2 Prem and 1 from the Italian League, which is very good. So we've got Lindelof and Cook there. We've got the anchor. We've got Dumfries in there. We'll swap the tradables. They're all tradable items. I'll just discard them and we get some coins back there, which is nice. We then have the premium mixed players pack, which is untradable. If you get something good in there, you never know, you might do. It's an 80 plus. Hey, look at that. We get an 84 rated Ruben Neves. Fantastic. That's an 84 rated. Brilliant. That's, what, a couple of thousand coins? That's easy. That's very nice. So you got fodder, League SBC, League SBC, League SBC, That can go into League SBC as well. It's untradeable. League SBC, fodder, League SBC, fodder, League SBC, fodder, fodder. So the rest of that, I'll just throw into my duplicates. So you've done that. You then get your big one, your 82 plus and your small rare gold players pack. Are you getting anything good? You're not. You're getting a left back this time. You've been shafted. You've got an 82. But Ligue 1, fantastic. Saudi League, that's fodder. Non-league fodder. Usable. You've got some great cards there. And that's done. Then all you want to do is you want to keep doing that. You want to keep doing that cycle. And this is if you've got a bare bones club. A lot of you will probably have players available in your club. But then what you want to do is you want to do that enough times until you've got yourself your premium mixed league upgrade ready to go. So you're going to have your league and you want to get that done. You want to get that completed. You want this completed and you want this completed. Once you've completed them, do your mixed league upgrades again. You want to do your mixed league upgrades until you've got enough to complete these 3 again. Once you've got enough to complete those 3 again, then you go and do your Libertadores Sudamericana. Hopefully, you might have even luckily packed a couple of players to go in there along the way. We didn't this time, but you'd have done enough cycles so you can. Once you've got enough to do your Libertadores Sudamericana, once you've got enough to do these 3 again, get that done, complete it, put your players in for your Liga and Bundesliga Serie A and your La Liga, and you restart the mixed leagues again. Once you've got enough, you buy your Lib and Sud, and you do it again. Now, you could wait until you've got your golds from the mixed league upgrades to do the Libertadores and Sudamericana, but to be honest, that's gonna be a fucking long time. Sorry for swearing, but it's gonna take you an age to be able to do that. So for me, once you've got these completed and you can do them again, do your Libertadores, get those completed again, get your packs, fantastic. Restart the cycle. With your off-league fodder, for your bronzes, your silvers and your golds, remember you can do these once a day for your bronzes and silvers. Feel free to pop them in there. They're tradable silvers and bronzes that you get back, so you might make some coins that way. And then for your off-league golds, you can keep them in your club, which is what I'm doing. Use them for the challenge SBCs that come out. Use them for marquee matchups. You got any duplicates that are untradeable? You might want to go and put them into the 80 plus combo. I don't like the 80 plus combo, but it's slightly better odds than just doing a gold upgrade. So I would probably just go and do the combo upgrade. And that is effectively the grind. To sum it up, do your mixed league upgrade as many times as you can for as cheap as possible until you've got enough of the cards to do these twice. Complete these 3, get enough to complete them again, go and buy the cards you need for the Lib and Sud. Once you've done that, get those 3 completed again, go back to the mixed league upgrades, make sure you've got enough cards packed again to get those 3 done, buy and repeat. Continue to buy your silvers on bid for your mixed league cards to get them cheapest, continue to make coins, and you will effectively put cards in your club for free. It's not free because it's costing you time, but it's nice, and hey, the more packs you open, the more chance you've got of getting something good. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for today then. I may well do an update when I see that the Premium Mixed League upgrade has come down in price. But at the moment, it's too expensive for me to warrant doing that time after time again. And the fact that this one is so much cheaper and you can get a good few golds from it. You know, you're getting, what, 3 golds there. You're getting 3 or 4 golds in there. And you're getting 4 golds in there, and you're getting 6 golds in there, you're gonna, you know, after a few cycles, you might have enough to do both. You're certainly going to fill out your club with some good stuff, and you're going to be making coins along the way. But that is it for now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all very much for watching this one. If you did enjoy, make sure to drop us a like. Leave a comment if you do have any questions. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.